Operators are trying to communicate with the subscribers and they're finding it very challenging. We have an interesting solution that helps operators engage the consumers and help them understand better. So here is something that the consumers are looking for. One is the convenience. How can they interact with the operator? Is there a better way of interacting with the operator? How can they manage their time, their services, simple and fast interactions, and then anytime, any place and anywhere. So basically they should be able to interact with the operator in different ways, different means, and in possibly over different bearers as well. In the same way, they want to understand what is relevant to them and get to know which other services offered by the operators, understand how they can discover and consume those services, and they want operators to be a bit more responsive than what they are experiencing today. This solution basically helps the operators engage with the consumer in a better way. The way we start is how can I support the consumer in the post-purchase phase. The consumer is already there with the network. How can I support him? How can I improve the interactions and then take it forward from there? So let me show you some of the screens that we have here, how we help the operators interact with the consumers. The solution helps the operators engage with the consumers, and it is a journey. It is not a one-time solution, and we start with understanding the subscriber, understanding their behavior. Then we help them in the pre-purchase phase by getting to know about the consumer and helping them discover the services. Further, we look at the purchase phase, wherein we help them activate the services and purchase the content, and then help the consumer manage the post-purchase support as well. So the entire life cycle of how the consumer, being aware of what the consumer wants, allowing him to discover the content that he wants to consume, helping him through the purchase activity, and then supporting him through the post-purchase phase is all covered under one single solution. So what we look at is find what is relevant for the consumer, offer him a good responsive system which will help him discover the content and activate the services, a convenient way of helping him purchase content or purchase services from the OPCO, and then offering him control on how to consume, what to consume, and help him control the spend with the OPCO. Let me show you how we can achieve this. We have an application which is developed using one of the best industrial designers who have helped us design this application. So what it helps us do is it gives the consumer full control of what is the type of services the consumer has subscribed in a network. It helps consumer look for services, look at what are the other services that are available, and here is again area which helps you find what is relevant content that the consumer would like to consume, and offer him the kind of content that he is looking for. Basically, when you look at My Details, it gives you details about the consumer, what his address, contact information. If the consumer wants to change the PIN, POQ, that can be offered here. Again, this can help the operator in updating the information about the consumers. What are the preferences, the usage alerts. This is a new feature wherein a consumer can have complete control over what is the spend with the OPCO. Consumer can set alerts on minutes of usage, on data, and on other content or services that the consumer is consuming, and as and when the threshold levels of the content or the minutes are met, consumer gets an actionable alert on which he can take further action or informed action on whether to continue with the service or reduce the quality of the service or add a new pack for the service. All this can be done by the subscriber himself. In my account, the user will be able to see what is the plan the user has subscribed to, what are the other best plans for the user. If you look at it, at the latest bill, you would get to know what is the bill amount that is due. You have an option to pay the bill. You can register your credit card or bank details and pay the bill, or you could integrate this with the mobile money and pay the bills. We also have details about what are the plan details, how many minutes of usage is free, what is to be paid, the details of where he has been extending and why he's being charged is being offered here. The user under my account has option to control the spend, the number of minutes, SMSs he sends, or the data usage. User can set an alert and get to know or get alerted as and when the threshold limits are met. We also show what is the best plan available based on the usage, and then recommend the user and allow the user to change the plan if he wants to. As part of FAQs, all the details, all the commonly occurring issues that the operator comes across can be listed. This again helps the user to get the information upfront on the device without having to call the call center. Most of the common issues that operators encounter can be addressed through FAQs directly on the device itself. If you want to send out a query or a complaint to the operator, it can be done through the application itself. You can get to know what are the previous queries, what is the status, was it resolved, who is attending to it. All this information can be shared through this application itself. In short, the application helps the operators service the consumers better, sell better, monetize better, and listen to the consumer feedback in a better way. All this can be done through a platform that the mCare solution is offering. With the mCare solution, the timeline required to deploy the application within the network reduces significantly, and it is very easy to onboard new applications. That is the biggest advantage that the application offers to the operator or to the enterprise who wants to deploy self-care solutions.